Welcome to the video. We got stocks to trade. And if we read our charts right, there will be dough made in this video. Welcome to this video because we're going to trade. Trade. Oh, man, you are doing real well on this Wednesday, January 15th, 20 and the 25. Again, from the frozen farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. 2 days until liftoff, until we'll be sipping pina coladas and walking on the sweet beach. That'll be coming up very soon. So I'm excited about that. Lady Tanzalot is excited about that. And I'm excited about this 2.536. That is a HOY, high of the year, HOY 2.536 on this 15th of January, up $94,000 as it just ticked over. So that's a pretty good movement in the right direction. And what went on today? Well, wait a minute. What do you got up here in your options? I see you got a new one. AGQ 3950 call. Did you sell the covered call a little early? Yeah, just a little. Just a little, not much. As I had told you a few days ago, when I re-entered AGQ, that this was going to be a wheel type of position as far as options, premium collection, and appreciation is concerned. Our position, our average is like 35, upper 35s. Do we have our average here? Did we buy them all at once? Let's see. Where are we? Whoa, don't peek at that yet. Pikachu. There's our 3,000 shares. So we're in the 3580s as far as our average price is concerned. We waited till it was at about 3888. Sounds exact. I think it was about 3888 when I sold these covered calls. I collected. We'll get to that. I don't know. It's like 2,600, 2,500, something of that nature. And currently we've got AGQ at 3908. So yeah, that's a little early on. Because, on a green day on your securities that you own, that you plan to sell covered calls on, obviously the higher that price is when you sell the covered calls, the more premium you are going to collect regarding your trade. Of course, strike price considered. I went just up to 39.50. There's a pullback coming soon in silver, probably Friday. Little pullback Friday, maybe a little on Monday. But if the banking cartel cannot hold the suppression through the close of Friday, then we'll be into a little bit of a squeeze. And if we get a squeeze, then this position will be squeezed as well. But bring it on. Bring it on. We've made a small fortune in AGQ over the last year. Probably, I'm going to go back and just do a big, long, every single AGQ trade ever spreadsheet to share with you very soon. On the options board, we also are improving on every position, which then thus leads to an up day of 94,000. Again, those are unrealized gains. These are my core positions to play this precious metals bull that we have been pounding the table on for quite some time now, and it will be coming to fruition in 20 and the 25. So, and now we're up to yesterday. I think we had 2 green positions, and now we have 3. So just this silver, the SLV ETF that we put on, I think, was it yesterday or the day before, is already up $7,500 bills. But yep, we got out of Bitcoin too early, didn't we? But we did book $11,550 in profits. We'll take that. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart because I think we're finishing the 1 now. We're not finishing the 3. We're finishing the 1 as far as waves are concerned. So we'll get to what that means in just a moment. There's our AGQ position up 95.90, and we're only a couple days into it. And then we just added the premium on top of it. Uranium's up 520. I actually tried to sell that today. I did sell my 2 times bull on uranium, URAA. We'll get to that in 1 second. And the reason why I wasn't too aggressive in selling my URA uranium ETF position. Talk soon. Drip. I know. The oil keeps running higher on me while I'm trying to short it. So I did add 1,000 shares more. Of course, buy that falling knife all the way down. I still feel strongly we have a pullback imminent in oil. And currently it's been proving me wrong, just like TMF did for the longest time. But now we finally made a great move with the TMF, which is a proxy and a leveraged proxy to TLT. And the reason is simple, and that is our long-term yields are coming down. Finally, they're finally starting to make their way down, which then will prop up TLT and make it go up to the moon. So if we click into the TMF, you can see like just today how amazing this feels when you're up 22,680. Now that's the number I focus on. I don't focus on the fact that I'm still down over 41,000 because I was down over 65,000 at its lowest point. And so we've got a long way to go just to get back to our cost basis of 42.32. You see that? But this position here was up a buck 89 today, 5.11%. Doesn't mean there isn't a little bit of a pullback tomorrow after the huge gap up today. So look at the spreadsheet. Yeah, we just entered AGQ 2 days ago. So this is what went on today. There's the AGQ. Oh, we collected 28.49 in premium. That's more than I thought. I'll take that. That's about half of the cost of this Mexican vacation. So that makes me feel good. We bought another round of drip at 908. And of course, what did it do after I bought? Kept going down. But now our average is down to 937. And then here is the sale on the uranium leveraged ETF. We sold our 2,000 shares at 1927 against our position of 1873, and we collected $1,080 in profits for the Velcro wallet stuffed into the fanny pack. You gotta have a fanny pack when you're traveling. You don't wear one, do you, Bart? I should. Not, I don't, but I should, because you stuff that My Little Pony Velcro wallet directly into that fanny pack, which is affixed on top of those skinny jeans, and that is our money to go right into our freedom fund. Let's go to the charts. Okay, look at this thing. Making our way up to you, babe. Uh-oh, heard the doorbell. I think I know who that is. I think a box of my Topps baseball cards have arrived. You're a sicko. I know, but that's okay. The cartel has gone a little bit of work on silver after close, silver and gold, and I'll look for them to do a lot of work on Friday to try to hold their positions so they don't get caught too much into a short squeeze. But when that short squeeze hits, which will be very soon, we're going to be rocket shipping, but we're still on our way up here for this fifth wave of the first wave. Okay. So what are we at here? Around 3182. We could do it. Now, again, this is spot. Is this spot or no? That's futures. So you look how beautiful we've done here in the futures in the last couple of days. We went through their suppression, again. And then the last couple of days have been just looking brilliant. And what do we have before up here? We had hold 29, break through 30. We broke through 30, and now we said, okay, 30 is now support. Look what it did here. Bink, right at 30. Hello. So now what we want to do is flip it to 31. Let's bust through 31, hold it through a couple of closes, and then make 31 the new 30 as far as support is concerned. So that's what we'll be looking for as we roll in. And look, that we're right at that upper trend line of breaking this thing out. So let's do it. Now don't be surprised. In fact, almost consider it a foregone conclusion that on Friday the cartel will be trying to beat this number down just a bit, or as much as they can. On the spot gold, we did break out of that upper trend line, but I think I'm more fascinated by the future. Where's the future trend lines? I think I'm more fascinated about this number breaking out through that, because we have when we were going downtown to Chinatown, we put in our 2650 major support, and we said it in the video. We don't think we're even going to get close to that. We haven't, and we've turned on a dime very nicely towards that upper trend line. So that's the breakout I'll be more fascinated with breaking out of. But this breakout makes me feel very nice as well. And we remember we were talking about there's probably going to be one more lower low for a C. We got exactly that. And now we've just been taken off real nice to the upside. GDX, where we're at, closed at 36.72, after hours 36.78. All good in the hood. We'll move this over just for timing purposes, because these, when we put these in, it isn't based on actual timing. It's just based on probabilities of trend. Oh, wrong thing. Can we get to that 3? So we'll move this over here. Move our 4 over here. And where's our 5 at? So then our 5, let's just move it for prosperity and posterity. Right around there at the 39 mark. And this is what's still perplexing me, is the USO and the oil in general. So I thought we had a high. What are we at? This is a daily chart. We called the high a few days ago and we were wrong. Okay, so it's still creeping higher. I still think that ultimately we have the right direction called. It's just how much pain can we withstand until that comes to fruition. I think because I'm in a fairly modest position on the short side, that I'll let that play out unless I'm really blown out. But you see that candle today was very aggressive. And you see the RSI. Now we don't want to see it get embedded in the what looks to be overbought, because that is a definite sign of a bull movement. So I think we still, within the next couple of days, as soon as tomorrow, maybe no later than Friday, we're going to start see that get back under the overbought line and then meet back up with this trend and then turn down this moving average. So that's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to them. Here's our move. Hopefully we got the low in right here on this C. Had a huge gap today because in the last 2 inflation reports, back-to-back jacks, PPI, CPI have both been very favorable in the idea that maybe, just maybe, inflation is under control. Okay. So if that's the case, then the long-term yields will begin to come down. And that's what we have to have in order for us to break through these lines. But look how fascinating this is. This line's been on here for weeks, and it hit its head right on it. So that obviously became resistance. And so we got to flip it where resistance becomes support. We've talked about that many times. So after our big run up, we had a nice little retrace, and now we're trying to make our way through. And will it surprise me if tomorrow we get a little more action here and then turn down again? Wouldn't surprise me at all. But let's get through these colors: red, yellow, white, on our way up to 100. Okay. Now this is where I put my first target of where I'll be considering selling some action, because I've got an obviously very large substantial position. This is our target box based on the golden extensions of the 1.0 and the 1.618. Okay, so that's a big range between 90 and 94. So do we trim? It depends on what the action is looking like. We didn't get to that lower low, and I hope that's is the case for months to come, because the big picture of TLT goes all the way up to probably 115, 120. I know, right? Crazy. So I did put up the 20-year bond yields to show what we did today. This is what we have to have. We got to get these yields down, because what's gone on since Jerome Powell and the Fed began cutting rates is the inverse has happened, where these long-term yields should come down, and they've gone up. They've gone up. which was a sign that the market was like, I'm not trusting this. I think we still got some inflation to be concerned with. But now maybe the market is going to believe that we've got inflation under control so that these long-term yields on the bonds could come down and TLT can go up. There's our TMF, still targeting 50. We'll see. Bitcoin. All right, this is what I was talking about earlier. So on the Bitcoin, this looks more like this structure looks more like 5 up to here, not here. I was just getting a little ahead of myself. So let's rearrange things just for a moment. Let's take this off. Let's just we'll move our box over. Whoa, move the box over, and then we'll place it back in a moment. But I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to use this swing low instead of this anomaly as a measuring tool. I'm going to go ahead and move this over now because this is going to bode well for those that are long Bitcoin, which is what I'm trading into, hoping to trade into is because if this plays out like this, then this long from down wherever we're going to place this, which will be in just a moment, this next move up, we'll get back into the bid X and then we'll double that recent profit, which was 11,550. And that was a 1 day trade. Now, obviously, I would have made a boatload more if I would have stayed in it. But you know what I like to do? Get in early, get out early. I don't really like to do that. I want to tighten up on both sides of that to get some more profit. But let's measure from this swing low instead of this anomaly. What do you say? Hey, what do you say? Let's go here with the retrace and go up here. Then we can move our target. Whoa, get back here. Move our target to here, right between those fibs. 96.7, between 96.7 and 95.4. If this looks to be corrective on its way down, I mean, this could still extend. It could still extend, which we talked about yesterday. And that's why we moved this and said, no, that's our 5 waves up for one. Now, and you can see it's already retraced from this wick. The wicks, I think, the bodies are better than the wicks. We're going to leave it up there for now, which makes our retracement more palatable on the way down. Let's look for a corrective move into 2. If we get exactly that, then we could be really printing some dough because that's not indicative of where this is going. This would be like min 105, and we'll measure it out. It's likely more than that. Hold on. Let me just see what's up. Let's just see what's up. This is going to really add some graffiti to this, but let's just look at something here. Like here. Wait, where'd you go? Then we'd be looking for this whole box. Let's just put a big box on there for fun. And we'll move our 3. We'll put our 3 in the middle. What happened? What'd you do with this box? Oh, shit. Whoa. Do not listen to edit that out. I won't, but I'm human. I'm just human. I know that's a huge box, but we're just looking for targets and probabilities. We'd target that son of a gun right there. Yeah. But let's pull this off because it's too confusing for my ADD. But we'll leave that right here for now. We got our surprise 3rd box in there, but we're going to be following this move. And again, we could extend higher. But we'll be looking for a pullback as soon as tomorrow. So that's what's going on there. SPX. Well, first let's go here because it answered this question. Take out today's high, which was yesterday, or hold Friday's low. It took out yesterday's high aggressively. So that's a good sign. Take that off. Take these off. Now, what's the structure of the next pullback look like? That's what we have to determine as to where this is going next. Where is this going next? Because we closed under the 50-day moving average, but we were way under it. So that's what we want to look at, is what is the structure? What's the waves look like on the next pullback, to determine how far it will pull back and then how high the extension could be. Because I think we still have an all-timer coming sooner rather than later, an all-timer. Uranium, here's my target for uranium, between 30 and 32.22. 30 and 32.22. The reason I got out of URAA, which is a 2-time uranium bull, and look, I got out at it. When did I get out at? 1927. So that's not bad. This thing just moves like a turtle, and I can't trade options on it. So those 2 strikes against you, uranium bull. Take that off. So take that off. Let's go back here and end this now getting long in the tooth video. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend. And I got some exciting work to do still today, because I haven't yet started my swing trading, my 2025 swing trading spreadsheet, which will include tickers, position sizing, risk, return, annualized return, number of days in trade, all the stuff that I love to look at. That will be coming to a theater near you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.